On behalf of Forestrom Pharmaceuticals, we have terrible news that you may all be aware of. Due to a mishap with some medication, a bacterium has formed that is making the recipients of this drug become what we are now referring to as flesh eaters. It is hard to say at this time who was all affected by this strange disease. A cure is in the making to prevent this from ever happening again. We believe that in order to gain this virus, one does not need to take the medication. After someone is infected, transfer of saliva, blood, or other bodily fluid can transfer the virus. The infected have a disorder that we call consciousness deficit hypoactivity disorder. This disorder makes those with it have a loss of rational, voluntary, and conscious behavior, which is replaced by delusional, impulsive aggression. They are unable to coordinate motor and linguistic behaviors. The infected are no longer human and are incapable of rational thought or reason. While Forestrom Pharmaceuticals works on a cure to end this epidemic, we have put together some tips on how you can survive and protect yourself. With the help from some volunteers and a flesh eater whom we've caught for testing, this video will demonstrate the do's and don'ts in regards to a flesh eater. Enjoy! Step 1. Stay calm and level-headed with encounter. Flesh eaters have basic motor skills. They go after anything that moves. Making sure that you are calm will help your chances of getting away unnoticed. Step 2. Do not draw attention to yourself. While walking by a flesh eater, walk quietly and stealthily. Make sure you are not hurt and that you find the quickest path around the flesh eater. Be aware of your surroundings. Step 3. Proper distance from a flesh eater. Staying approximately 5 yards from a flesh eater will ensure you are not grabbed. Once a flesh eater has a hold on you, there is little hope of release. Step 4. Basic fighting tactics. If you do so happen to get into a struggle with a flesh eater, try to keep it at arm's length. This will assure that you do not risk being bitten. Kept at an arm's length, you can easily slip out of the grip and run away. Step 5. Proper apparel. Your wardrobe should consist of clothing that will not be easily snagged on branches, bushes, or edges. Shoes should be tightly tied so that you do not trip. Clothing that is too baggy can result in getting caught and stuck. Step 6. Camouflage. Flesh eaters cannot decipher what something is by color. It is beneficial to make sure you blend in with your surroundings. Good camouflage can help assure that a flesh eater does not recognize you as a human target. Step 7. Move in groups or pairs. Being alone is not always a good thing. Having a partner or a group can ensure that all angles are being watched and that there is little danger to come. Step 8. Distracting a flesh eater. By distracting a flesh eater, you can easily move to your destination. Throwing raw meat or making loud noises can bring a flesh eater to the spot you want them to be at. Step 9. Waking up to a flesh eater. If it is possible, sleep with a weapon in hand. A gun, knife, or even a bat. Anything that can cause harm to a flesh eater should be kept in hand in case you are woken up to a flesh eater. Step 10. Do not taunt the flesh eater. In the previous steps, being quiet and unnoticed is key. If you taunt the flesh eater, you will bring immediate danger on yourself and anyone else who is with you. The absolute one way to ensure your survival is to stay away from the flesh eaters. Some studies are beginning to indicate that the flesh eaters may die after a few days due to lack of blood circulation. This is good news, but the infection is still spreading, so a cure is still needed. The flesh eaters are incapable of making verbal sound, so rely on the sound of movement to help you be aware of their presence. Forestrom Pharmaceuticals is hard at work to produce a cure and to fix this terrible mistake. Refer back to this video whenever you need help to ensure your safety.